Hey everyone, it's MizRachelB here, doing a kind of different video today. I am being Rachel the Motivator today because it has come to my attention that maybe some people need a little bit of tough love. And this video is inspired by a conversation that I had with my mom, ONG baby, doing HCG. We were on the phone together one day talking. This was before the fried pie incident occurred, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a little link right here, and you can click and watch her because it's quite a hoot to watch. But on the phone, she said, "Well, you need to make a video saying all these things, and I'll save it and I'll watch it every day." And so I was like, "Well, I guess I could do that because it may help some people." So I mean, basically what I was talking to her about, because she said she didn't know if she'd be able to not do it, and she just wanted to have to try this food or whatever. And how often do you have little old Southern grandmas cook homemade fried pies for you? And and basically what I told her was this. I said, you have, with HCG, you have the tools to lose the weight. It's not a secret that it works. If you're just watching me for the first time, go back and look at some of my older videos. Go back, I have a before and after video with pictures in it. Look at any of my friends and other YouTubers that have before and after videos. It's not a secret that it works. It works. You just have to let it. The only reason that it wouldn't work is if you didn't let it. And I say that because, people I've noticed a lot lately are having the inclination to cheat all the time. And, I know it's hard because HCG is a really strict diet, but it's not like you're going into this knowing or not knowing that it's not strict, And the thing about it is when you have that hormone in your body, you can't cheat, or it just it's like my mom said in her vlog, she had the fried pies and ice cream or whatever, and she gained 5 pounds from it because she was on HCG. So it's totally going to be up to you. And I know it's hard, and if you're like me, you're used to doing a diet, one day, you wake up one morning and you start a diet, and by the end of the same day, you've already blown it. So, it's just reality. It happens sometimes, and it's hard. If it was fun and if it was easy, they wouldn't call it a diet, and everybody would be skinny. And, so you just have to understand that. You have to take it and know, because, realistically think about, okay, you're doing a short round. That's 3 weeks. 3 weeks isn't that long of a time. You're doing a long round, that's 6 weeks. In the grand scheme of your life, 6 weeks isn't that long of a time. So you could go 6 weeks without having, whatever it is that you have. And I guarantee you, as soon as you get done eating that, you're gonna immediately feel guilty. You're gonna immediately feel regret and remorse. And, that's not gonna make you feel any better. And on top of that, on HCG, when you cheat, you're gonna lose at least 3 days progress. Because however much weight you gain, it's going to take you about 3 days to get it off. So it's, if you're okay with that, then, that's fine. But, if you're not, then it's just always going to be tough for you. And the thing that I was telling my mom was that it's, I can sit here and try to motivate you all day long. I could talk to you on the phone, and I can say, okay, well, I know you're strong. I know you can do it. You just have to say no, this, and that. I can do that all day long till I'm blue in the face. But until you decide for yourself that you're not going to let food control your life, it doesn't matter. Whatever I say doesn't matter. Your results that you've had so far don't matter. Because if you let food control your life, you're just going to over and over again, you're going to go back to your old ways. It's like I was telling my mom. She said she started out this round. This is going to be her 3rd round. She started this round almost where she started her 2nd round. And I said, what is the point of you going through all this on phase 2, you know, spending the money, number one, because she uses prescription, so it's not cheap, you know, going through the heartache of having to eat this way for 6 weeks. If you get on P3 or P1000 as she calls it, and you just go crazy and eat whatever you want, you gain all your weight back. It's pointless, you know? So it has to be a decision that you make for yourself, and it's not easy. It's not, because I can tell you I was one of those bored and emotional eaters. If I didn't have anything to do and there was something laying around, I was going to be snacking on it. If I was upset or anything, you know, there's a good chance I'd probably eat to make myself feel better. So until you break those emotional ties that you have with food, it's never going to change. And it's amazing when it happens, because I remember I just woke up one day and I was like, wow, you know, I don't need food anymore to make me happy, because that's not what was making me happy. It was what was making me cope with things. And so you know, you have to fill that void with something else, you know, get a hobby, work out, you know, do things that are good for you, that aren't gonna, you know, inhibit the progress that you've done so far. And you know, I know the biggest thing is, you know, the whole reason why sometimes we mess up is, oh, you know, I'm tired, I was hungry, I was bored and this was laying around, somebody brought it to work and I felt bad saying no. Well, you know what those are? Those are excuses. And I found some really cool quotes about excuses online. One of them that I really liked was, excuses are the tools with which persons with no purpose in view build for themselves great monuments of nothing. And then another one that I really liked, no one ever excused his way to success. And then the last one I like was, excuses are the nails used to build a house of failure. So as long as you're making these excuses for yourself, you know, as to why you keep doing what you're doing, you're never going to get there. So you just have to stop it. You know, you have to stop with the, oh, well, when am I going to ever get to have a homemade fried pie? Oh, well, it's so-and-so's birthday this week. There's always going to be birthdays. There's always going to be family cooking, you know. You just have to learn to be strong, and, you know, you can do it. You know, another thing is being negative about yourself, and that's something that's been really hard for me, because whenever you're overweight or obese and you have, you know, like the self-esteem issues, you know, that really affects your views of yourself, and, you know, you tend to be a lot more negative with yourself, and you tend to doubt yourself. Well, you know, oh, well, I don't think I can do this, and this is really hard, and maybe I should just stop. And, you know, doubt and negativity are the seeds of failure. That's what I told my mom. And, you know, it's the truth. You know, if you can't get past the doubt and the negativity that you have in yourself, you're never going to succeed, you know. So it's like I said, you know, if you're cheating, if you're thinking about it, if you're trying to justify it, don't. It's not worth it. And, you know, I'm not going to say that I'm holier than thou, and I've never done it, because I have, and I regretted it immediately, and everybody always does. That's the same thing I asked my mom. And when I talked to her the next day after this little incident, I was like, well, you know, was it worth it? And she said no. And it's not. It never is. You know, you think, you know, no matter how good, whatever it is, you know, whether it be a piece of birthday cake, a fried pie, a piece of pizza, you know, however good it tastes at the time, it's gonna feel so bad once the act is over with. I promise you. So, you know, don't take for granted the gift that you have here with HCG, because it does work. And if you let it work, it'll change your life. So, you know, I'm not trying to upset anybody by saying, you know, all this stuff. You know, if I offended you, I apologize. That's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to kind of make a video for all the people out there who still have doubts about themselves, who, you know, still want to cheat all the time and expect this diet to work. And so if you feel like you need the motivation, if you feel like you need somebody to like kick you in the butt and say, okay, we're gonna go and we're gonna do this thing, if you feel like you need that, favorite this video and watch it. Whenever you feel like you might slip up, be like, just watch this video and think to yourself, okay, maybe I don't have to eat this piece of candy, or okay, maybe I really don't need that bag of chips. And just be strong, because I promise you, if you don't give in to the temptations, you're gonna get so rewarded for your efforts. I remember reading on Facebook one time about somebody who had gone to a party, and there was alcohol and there were snacks, and they wanted so badly just to have a little bit of something, but they didn't. And it was so hard because everybody there was trying to be have these little bad people on your shoulders, like, oh, you can just have a little bit, it won't hurt you to be off your diet for one day. But they stayed strong, and then the next day they had a huge release. And if they would have cheated, that wouldn't have happened. So it's just like, it's kind of like karma. You be good, you'll get good things in return. And it really helps to have supportive and positive people around you while you're doing this diet, because I guarantee you, if you're surrounding yourself with people who are like, let's go get Chinese food tonight, oh, how about we go eat some pizza, or I'm gonna make brownies, do you want one? They need to be able to respect the fact that you're doing this for yourself, and they need to respect you enough to know that you want to better yourself, to not give you those temptations. They don't need to do that. So just something to think about. Like I said, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, and I hope that this helps people, because I know that it's hard. It's hard to do this diet because it's so limited with the food choice, and it's like as soon as you see something tempting, you're like, oh, I haven't eaten that in so long, I want it. And I promise you, if you stick to it, stick to your guns, it's gonna pay off. Because just me personally, I lost like 45 pounds. I know people who have lost 100 pounds. So inspirational. And everybody has their moments. Life happens. I'm not saying that you need to be absolutely perfect and never cheat, because sometimes life happens and there are things that go on in your life that are out of your control, and it stresses you out. But it's like I said, at some point you have to get past that emotional tie that you have with food. You have to not let the stress of your life be the reason that you are driving yourself to sabotage. So hope that this maybe has helped somebody, and thank you guys for watching. And like I said, if this is what you need, then there's a little button right down here that says favorite, and it'll add it to your list, and you can watch it whenever you want. So good luck on your journey with HCG, and remember, stay focused, positive, and don't cheat. And I'll see you later. Bye.